It's the Auburn Tigers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, the Razorbacks coach said pregame, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Arkansas's offense has the ball first today. And here comes the maestro of this offense. And he's gotten himself right in the middle of the early Heisman race with his performance. The run inside. It's Duggan. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The give to the back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Wants to throw one first. Moving out to the right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Hits inside. It's Duggan. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. He's changing the play. Wants to throw on third down. Lets it fly. Makes a catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. He was sacked 4 times and threw a couple of interceptions last time out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. This is a designed run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
2nd down, going to throw it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And he gets rid of it.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, consider... really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A little release to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. At the 45 on it. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a guard and a tackle, so really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for running room. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Now on 2nd and goal. At the 5.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking he's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Straight ahead, it's Duggan. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Right side, it's Duggan. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Reels it in. Still on his The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Duggan. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Tells the run, wants to pass. The quick game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back's got it on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Razorbacks take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Razorbacks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Has it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Arkansas! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the USF Bulls.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Hogs head coach told me coming out of the locker room at the half, he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the 1st half. They get the ball here to start the 2nd. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the 3rd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Leaves it in his belly. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Still looking. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Snags it. Nice move there. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Down he goes. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll go to the counter. Nowhere to go. Here they come facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Running inside. It's Duggan. Got the first down. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. He's got him in the flat. Oh, what a cut! And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 2nd down, going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to the second half.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Tells the fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dumps it to the back. Quick completion on the out route. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of it. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Tough to make a living as an offense converting on 3rd and 10, but they'll try it here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Heaves it deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You've got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, it's Duggan. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Razorbacks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quarterback changing the play. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on fourth down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
Give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming everywhere. Time he gets the ball. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. There he goes to the left. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Auburn! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The give and tick, 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 tick. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He's past the sticks. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Into the end zone, and it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Here comes the heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.